Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Obigbo's matter came and gone. Even though right now there seems to be relative peace in Obigbo, but the effect is still very much felt all around, especially in Nigeria, and those Igbos in diaspora have been speaking against it. Some persons felt it was personal, some persons felt it was directed at the Ndigbos living in Obigbo, River State. Others felt it was not just a personality, but just actually for IPOB, who happen to be a group within the Ndigbos who are looking and seeking for self-actualization in their own state or in their own country, or for their own country rather. Well, as we speak, other stakeholders from other parts of Nigeria have started lending their voice to the matter. Don't forget, Lekki Tollgate got a global attention. Right now, as we speak, other people have started speaking concerning what took place in Obigbo. Well, before going to the news proper and further analysis, as some persons already have started calling out Wike that he will regret his actions. I'm talking about non-Igbo politicians, non-Igbo personalities. We'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, IPOB Governor Nyesom Wike will regret what he did in Obigbo in the nearest future, a Yoruba warlord said. Gani Adams, the Aare Iba Kankafoo of Yoruba land, has said that Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike might regret the killing of Ndigbos in Oyigbo if he don't manage the situation now. Gani Adams, who said this in an interview with Sun newspaper, noted that it is wrong to blame members of the indigenous people of Biafra for the violence that erupted in Obigbo during the #EndSARS protest. He said, "I think the governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, has come out to debunk it that he didn't give any instruction to the army." However, my take on the earlier statement credited to the governor where he said he's giving executive law to prescribe IPOB. I must say I disagree with that. I must advise the governor that he should be careful. He should look beyond as governor of Rivers State. One day he will finish that tenure and will be aspiring to have a national position. If there is a crisis in your state, don't use every force in your power to descend on that crisis, and don't act as a military. He should remember that he is a civilian governor in Rivers State. He should not talk as if he's talking to the opposition. Others are very sensitive on how you handle issues with diplomacy, and to make sure as a leader you weather the storm. Even if the federal government called IPOB a terrorist group, it's not in your power to say you will insert the law to call them a terrorist in your own state, because there is a slight difference between the Ndigbos and the Rivers people. I understand during the state creation, part of Igbo land was cut to join Rivers State. When you build enmity between the major tribe, it will count on you as a politician. Maybe in 2023, after his tenure, he would want to be a president or a vice president, and you want to go and campaign in the southeast. They will remember what you did to their own brothers. Even though not all Igbos share the ideology of IPOB, but they won't be happy when you instigate or instruct Nigerian army to kill their sons and daughters, but he has come out to debunk it. He knows the implication, but he said one thing, that he won't care of future ambition. He has to protect his own state. But he should understand that same issues that happened in Rivers happened in Ebonyi, almost in all the states in the south. In the aftermath of killing in Lekki, turned to violence, and most of the governors managed it without using executive power. Even within the crisis of the EndSARS, there was crisis between the Yoruba and Hausa, but Lagos state government and the security agencies managed it so that there won't be two crises at the same time. I don't see him managing that issue very well. He should talk less on the crisis in the media. He should allow his commissioner for information to talk on his behalf. If you notice the statement has boomeranged, you can debunk it as a governor. That's why a government has different ways of communication. When he tests the waters with the statement and the statement did not go down well with the people, he should now come out as the principal to debunk it and say something in a diplomatical way that will not cause tension. I will appeal to him that the issues in Oyigbo should be managed very well. This is a race that are business people scattered in different places in Nigeria. What happened in Oyigbo can cause a reflection of interest of Igbos all over the world today. And we don't want something like that to happen in future. Wow. Now that is a man, if you ask me, those words are laced with a lot of wisdom. Did you hear what he said? Now that is a political way of analyzing things. He said something very unique. I want to pick it quickly before I share the ideologies and ideas of what Nigerians are saying over this matter. He said, look, the reason why government have different communication network is for issues like this. Most times you can use your minister for your commissioner for information, or the state commissioner. You can use one of your ADs, media aides. They should speak on your behalf. Now if they say those things and it doesn't all go well, you can come as a governor and say, no, I did not send it. It's just that the media person will pay the price. You corner him in private and say, you self, if you didn't say it very well, the people didn't like it, this thing that we have to diplomatically, but if you look at the governor Nyesom, the man does not know how to do diplomacy. He will say it the way it is. Yes, he has media persons, but more often than not, he does the talking himself. More often than not. So he says it, he can't retract it. He said it. He said what he said. He cannot, no apologies, because he didn't use his media person, just like Gani Adams has properly observed. Because if he had used his media person and the Ndigbos reacted, he would have come in and said, no, that's not what my media person got it all wrong. This is what I meant in a diplomatic manner. Everybody would have been, well, it would have been a win-win situation. Like a quick one that he said, I quickly picked. He said, similar thing happened in Lagos between the Hausas and the Yorubas, but it didn't escalate to the point that they had to bring in the military into the picture. Also, in most states in fact, most southern states of the Federation, this hashtag #EndSARS protest took place everywhere. But go and check where it became escalated. It's those places where military presence were used, like Lekki Toge. That's where they're having panel now. As in the panel is, all attention is on that particular panel because a lot of persons, or a lot of issues came out of that thing. They're still probing it till now. And that's similar situation. It's almost what took place, or rather what took place in Obigbo. And that's why I see everybody saying, look, you shouldn't have used all your executive power on this matter. Okay, but let's hear what Nigerians are saying concerning this matter. This one here is saying, Governor Nyesom Wike is power drunk and doesn't think about tomorrow. This is where the Yorubas are ahead. Gani Adams and the powers that be in the Yoruba land assured the Igbos of their safety when the hashtag #EndSARS protest degenerated into violence, and the Igbos were accused of plundering the Western economy. Rivers didn't lose as much property as Lagos. How can Wike justify the invitation of the army to annihilate the Igbos when it's obvious that River State is synonymous with violence, so much that towns are sacked? Okay, this one here is saying, Iba Gani Adam, God bless you for being forthright. Nigerian youth protested against SARS in southern Nigeria and properties were destroyed when the protesters were shot at, but Wike take it upon himself to pin it on IPOB and invited army to come and kill innocent people in Ibadan. People roasted police and ate. Oh dear. Well, I don't want to read that. That's really gross. This one here is saying, propaganda can turn black to white. Now, the real issue has been clouded. Is it a lie that Igbo people went and attacked Hausa community in the name of EndSARS? I bet make we hear what. Okay, this one here is saying, interesting, Wike should have known that Igbo land is made up of river states during creation. This one here is saying, you are forever prognosing into matters that doesn't concern you. Kidnappers are ravaging your Akako homeland and you have no solution to that. This one here, this one is actually referring to Gani, Iba Gani himself. This one here is saying, one day he will leave office and become an ordinary man. Then he will regret what he did to Obigbo. Wow. This one here says, the Southern of River State, Wike, have just declared Igbo nation and not IPOB. This one here is saying, Papa Gani Adams, I salute you God Almighty grant you long life, peace to your generation. When a leader fails to apply wisdom in his dealing, he's bound to regret it. What do you expect? What do surprise me at times is the way southern governors used to handle their own people. Unlike that of the northern governors, IPOB has been in Oyigbo for years without disturbing the peace of the nation or the state, not until EndSARS crisis. Just as Adams rightly pointed out, EndSARS crisis happened all over the state of Nigeria, but that of Rivers State turned to a tribal crisis. Without much saying, Wike have hatred against Igbos and IPOB. I said it earlier, if Wike don't have hatred against Igbos, why didn't he make consultation before the Igbos were being hunted? It was after he started visiting Catholic Church and meeting Igbo leaders. If he has something against IPOB, he should have addressed it legally. Wow. All right, let's go wrap it up.